trade. Do you analyze if I just left that trade to hit TP, I'll have passed the gun by now. Okay, I was at 370. I should be pushing like give myself a break this week, take one trade again. I was still trying to force in trade last week.
So it made you go back into drawdown.
Exactly, and then I was not doubting myself like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But although I know this one is my fault, not my setup, it's my fault, like my psychology.
Yeah.
I was not.
No, but
I didn't trust myself
you're saying
again.
it as if having bad trades. It's normal to have bad trades. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to try and tell myself like, okay, yes, bad trade. Because even when DG was going down, was going back in drawdown, I wanted to close like on my last again from 200. I had to like this was the same thing that made me lose my setup last week. Let the fucking trade play out. If it is TP, I just closed my chart, went to do something else again. I came back again. I was now almost close to my entry at like $5 in drawdown. I checked again. I was not up in blue. So when I hit about $22, I just set my stop loss to break even. So right now, it's in break even. So if you hit TP or come out to break even, no problem. Next trade again, I'll analyze and get back to it.
But DXY, look at DXY. DXY is very. This is the reason why I feel GBP USD is going to make a dance. Look at, there was an analysis, right, I did a couple of weeks ago that I did not. You're seeing my screen, yeah?
Yes.
There was an analysis I did a couple of weeks ago that I did not. I'm just looking at it now and I'm just realizing that I actually did something there before. Can you see it?
Yes.
So it's just now that I'm checking it here, then I'm realizing that, oh, there was actually something here, right? That was making me realize that I actually have a buy that I am seeing, on GBP USD. And I don't know why EU is not playing out, because it should. But this is the reason why I did not want to take EU. Because I'm like, it's the confirmations are not looking very certain. Although it's
EU is very slow. You understand?
It's still one of my best
So if you
players. He's like my baby. Like once she wants to do you good, she'll do you good very well. She plays out, like for example now. See, if I didn't take this one only because it's not nice taking trades with correlated pairs. GBP USD and Euro USD are correlated, so me taking a buy on GBP USD and taking a buy on Euro USD is like absolutely pointless, right?
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. If you want to take in, you just take in one. Like for example, now if I wanted to take on this EU, right? This is where I would have taken from, which was what we were talking about yesterday, right? I said if it gets to somewhere around here, there's a possibility that I would want to take the trade. But remember, yesterday it was. Let me put the session. Session breaks now. Okay, we are in one day. So yesterday it was somewhere around here, above here, and we're saying, oh, even if we want to take any buy, would want it to at least come below or down below this area before, and it has hit there, right? If I was to take, I could still even take this Euro USD now itself at this point now. Look at this, because why? The confirmations have even looking more favorable now.
Yes, the candle has covered about 4 hours of candle. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I'm even seeing other confirmations to say, okay, now I would want to go into this. Let's check. You get. These are serious confirmations that would want. This is a 4-hour CISD, exchange in state of delivery, and it's happening at key areas, right?
Yeah.
Let me send some of my guys this link so they will try for this Discord that you're on. This thing has a share button, yeah? This Discord.
Like, what do you want to share?
the link so that someone joined the call.
Uh, let me see. Let me see. I think on laptop it should.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop, but I'm checking and I'm not seeing. Okay, no worries. I'll just explain then I'll send them the link to go watch it. So yeah, it's looking clearer now. I would have to explain that gold trade for them back also. But let's finish with this Euro USD before we go to the gold. So yeah, EU is looking more sharper now for me to even say, okay, I want to enter a trade. And this 4 hours candle is closing in like 2 hours. Let's go to the 2 hours and see if we can see something there. This is even better. What do you think, Sid?
Yeah, it's still okay, but personally, to be 100%, like to be more confident on this trade, the previous lower high has to be broken first,
Which
because of
one?
course it's going to retest.
This one? No.
Yes.
There's no way I would be waiting for this one to break, right? If I'm certain about my points of interest.
That is
So now let's go down a bit. Let's go into the 30 minutes.
okay.
Let's see whether there are more confirmations there to take off of. Now this to me was the last strong.
Okay, this is still okay too.
Do you know why? Because it went off of a strong liquidity zone. It didn't just happen out of nowhere. Yeah. Then it swept liquidity to the side, right? And put this with.
So on 30 minutes, it's still good too.
Yeah. Wait, let me draw it out. Swept liquidity, right? Swept, broke structure, last structure. All right. Let's check 15 minutes and see if we can. So let's just do like a thorough top-down analysis for it and see if we can get a trade on EU, as we've had one on GU already. If we are setting
Do you want to take the EU?
Yes, I'm setting up something.
Me personally, I won't take a trade on EU.
I will. If I'm setting about this my buy, yeah, and if I'm just price tip reading right now. I'm not necessarily. I'm just tip reading, and what tip reading is telling me is that there's a shift in market structure, and if I'm to follow the trend, then that's what I'm gonna do, broski. Yeah, I'm a trend follower.
Okay.
I'm not anywhere where market. I don't see market. Don't they go? That's where I'm going to. Check my charts. This is I could take something like this. Are you there?
Yeah, which pair is this?
This is Euro
EU.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait for it to
I'll wait
test?
for every test. I'm not just going to enter here like this. There's a possibility my level wait for to come back down. I just continue going. That's if I'm still waiting for the same thing on GU, which is what we are looking at now. Yeah. But even on this GU self, I can still get another entry if I want, typically. You get.
My own is let G just take profit before the end of the day. That's my own shot.
Comes back. So that's the same thing. That's basically the same thing we are saying on EU also. Do you get?
Wait, G is going to come back.
No, I'm saying even if it's going to come back, right? Just like EU, it's the same pairs now. They're correlated. Don't you understand what I'm saying? You get? It's the same pairs. But I'm saying that even if EU is going to come, there's a possibility GU won't come back, but EU will be the one to do it. Do you see the way GU flew, but EU was still going down. So it was a little bit slower, but GU was faster in this one. Do you get? And that's one of the reasons why I said,
Yeah.
okay, let's use GU today. Normally, on a good day, it's EU I would have traded. Do you get? But I wanted those
I get you.
criteria to be hit first, which was, remember what I was saying earlier, this others liquidity below, which is where it hit from, and that is exactly where it's starting to fly off from, right? So now I'm saying, since I wasn't able to get any early trades here, just like we got on GU, right?
Yeah.
If we are to look for any retracement, since this one was slower, there's a possibility that it will also be slower, right, and not hit anything and come back down here before it flies up. Even if
Okay.
GU hits, because like I said, GU is faster. Maybe GU might even hit CP before, before
Yeah. Before.
before it does any retracement whatsoever. So our hopes is, if we can get the one on GU and it hits, instead of taking the re-entry on GU, right, we can use EU to do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I get you.
Yeah. So mode, as I was saying, on DXY, yeah, I'm expecting it to, let me just point out some reversals on, so that we won't be scared when it starts doing any sort of reversal whatsoever. So just here.
Let me call you back. My mom's calling me.
No problem. So there's here, and this is the inducement zone. So even if we have to look for any sort of retracements, right? To be from here. This was a daily favor. That's a daily. So the retracement is coming from a daily fair value gap on the XY. That's the reason why GU is flying. I would hope for it to fly faster, but we can only hope. But the day looks like it's going to be a bullish day. So I think I've explained the reasons why I took this GBP USD trade. Now let me go to XAU USD. XAU USD was almost something different, but okay. How I analyze my chart is, if you've checked or if you've watched one of the very first videos I did, that I actually started showing when I got my new camera, I explained something called top-down analysis, where I go from the weekly to the daily, down to the 4 hours, to the 2 hours, so as well as the 15 minutes, just to as low as the 15 minutes, just to get the overall movement of things in the market. Let's see what we're doing. So on the weekly, I saw a very bearish candle, bearish engulfing actually. And I said, this could be a time for somewhat of a reversal, even if it's a small pullback before, because we've hit all-time high like a lot of times, and there's usually a couple of pullbacks before we start rallying back up. And I said, okay, if we can get a couple of reversals to at least come down to some sort of liquidity zones before it flies back up, then that would be a good sell. So I went back down to the daily chart, and I saw some liquidity pools one on the daily, another on the 4 hours, right? And those were the two that I saw that caught my attention. So the first trade I took was this one. Right. After I saw so from this particular red line here was the first 4 hours point of interest that I had, while this one is the daily fair value gap. This was a 4 hours fair value gap. Both hold weight, but when I started to see some displacement, some reversals from this area, right, I decided, okay, maybe the reversal would come from there. So I entered around here. I entered around here immediately after the close of this candle. Majorly due to the fact that I saw some displacement from Watson. Right? Typically, I would have waited till we got to the top one because, like I said, I always prefer to take executions from the highest point of interest, like ones that play out on the higher time frame, like the 1 hour, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, 2 hours, the 1 day, and the weekly. So typically on a regular day, I would take the daily fair value gap to have more than the 4 hours. But today was one of those days where the displacement alone was what made me take it. Now, don't look at this trade as a losing trade because I knew it couldn't be certain. On a typical day, I would wait until it gets to probably ratio 2 or ratio 3 before I take profit, or before I break even. But on this particular trade, I saw the possibilities that it could reverse and go for higher liquidity pools, which is what I was explaining to Sydney just a couple of minutes ago. So that there's a possibility it could come back up. So when it was somewhere around here on this particular candle, 15 minutes, this candle here, I had already put my entry at break even, right? So this candle here, all right, the candle here, this particular candle was the candle that took me out. I was like, oh shit, it went, and I was a little bit pissed about the trade because I was like, oh, it still continued going down until boom, just came back instead. And now it's reversing, or it's starting to get some reactions from this particular zone also. I'm just wondering if I should take this one, but it just depends on what I see on it, and if only if it's probably depends. If I see something good on 30 minutes, maybe an engulfing somewhere around here, I'll take a continuation from that area. But yeah, it's just like this one. This also is very risky because you might not necessarily know if it might still want to look for other liquidity zones above. There are lots. There's this one. There's this. There's lots. I don't want to draw out all those ones. Just makes the whole chart look very, very jagged. But there are lots. So this is what I will be focusing on gold. So this was a break-even trade. GBP USD hasn't gotten to take profit just yet, but we would wait for it for probably today tomorrow. As you already know, I'm not just an intraday trader. I swim sometimes. And in aspects like this, there's a point where I might decide to hold trade for a while.
Hello?
You can hear me, yeah?
I can hear you.
So I was just explaining to them the reasons why we took the trade on GBP USD. The fuck up I made is I didn't post weekly recaps. So from now on, what I'll start doing is I'll start posting weekly recaps probably every Monday. We'll do the weekly recap on a Sunday, do the whole analysis. Then Monday we'll post our projections and all that. Probably you guys will see how we are using the recaps or we are using the bias for that week to take trades on a daily basis and just go along with us and see how we do it. But yeah, things like this, bro. This is almost about hitting TP, but I wouldn't want to. Let's check other pairs and see. Is there anything you're searching or looking at right now?
Not aside from the NZUSD from last week. I think it's
NZD.
almost, yeah.
Did we take any trade on it last week?
And
Did we take any trade on it last week?
yeah, I took that because I was not sure I was going to hit profits and it was almost in stop loss. And
Oh, this is the one
the avoid swap from last week.
that I took that data, right? For on New Year's, right? I mean, it was New Year's, yeah?
You took the trade.
I took it.
I know I posted it on the group chat, but I took it.
Wait, let me check. The one I took
So I
was
think
the one I took was 0 NZD. It wasn't this one. This is the one I was telling you that I wasn't too sure about it. You said you wanted to take a buy.
yeah,
Yeah. You said you wanted to
yes.
take a buy, and I was like,
Well,
they're just a
I
lot
wasn't
of. I was like, there
I
was
wasn't
just
really
a
too
lot
sure
of.
of my analysis that time. I chickened out
Did you take? Was it a buy?
because
Was it a buy you took, or was it a sell?
it was a buy,
It was a buy.
but I was in drawdown for most of the time.
Let me even
So
analyze
I
this
actually
thing
have
again. So let me see. Let me see what I was seeing that day. So on the weekly, what are we seeing? Last week was. Oh, I see the reason why I said it's a bad trade. Last week we had a bearish week, right? Oh, and it was Friday when you were in the trade. It was opening day. I mean, it was about to close. Yeah, remember? It was even it's good you even went out of it because even if it wasn't a chicken out, it's good you went out because if today had opened bearish,
with a long week.
yeah, or that it had done some manipulation before going up, what would you have done? It would have taken you out now. So
Exactly. Then plus my swap from Friday too.
exactly, they would use overnight swap for you for how many days? 2 days. It doesn't make any sense to hold that kind of trade. So yeah, let me even check the daily. Let me see whether I can even find something to enter. I'm still bearish. I'm still very. It still looks very bearish to me. I don't know why you were saying bullish that day. This okay? Yeah, you said we will come back to it. Back to it. I'm listening. Are you still bullish
on the trade.
on NZD in general?
I'm out of that trade, I beg. And I think I'll start avoiding this trade because I've never gotten lucky on this trade before.
Let me
Never.
check. Let me check that Euro NZD that we did that day. That looked like a much better pair to trade. Did I do any analysis on this? This isn't the one. It was Euro NZD, yeah?
Yes, you NZD, my baby.
Okay. Oh, and it hits those areas that we were. Ooh, I could continue. I could take a sell on this.
Sell.
Hmm?
A sell.
Yes, aren't you seeing it? Am I the only one seeing it?
It has gone already now.
No, I'm not. You're an intraday trader now. You're not a. You're not
I'm a
a.
swing trader.
Oh, okay. I mean, I do intraday. I do swing. But what I'm saying is, you're not just only waiting for only these two trades now. There's a possibility that this is what is. Remember when I was telling you that this equal low here is what it could be aiming for, right?
To
And
sweep, Abby.
to sweep, I'm not even just to sweep, maybe to even break to come and take all this liquidity that a lot that are back here. There are a lot of liquidities here that it could come to want to hit. So remember when I was saying, okay, this could be a magnet for it to come up to break. So that's why I put my what do you call it, my stop loss here that day, if you remember. And I said there's a possibility and it hits those areas of that is where it started reacting from. So there was this sell, which is the one that happened when on Friday, right? And this one happening today, Monday. Let me draw a weekly open first. Let me see whether it could be manipulation. There's a possibility it could be a manipulation just for it starts rallying back up, but I feel this is a strong enough point of interest for it to want to rally from.
Yeah. I'm out of the trade already, sure. But if I want to take a sell, that the previous entry has to be broken.
No, I'm still going back down. There are a lot of things we need to see before. Oh, okay. Let's check.
Yeah, so now it's broken already.
What is broken?
That where the trade was consolidating.
Here, right?
No, the previous one from your entry level, from your entry.
Here.
Yes, yes. Then those candles where it was consolidating above it.
Okay, this one's here. This is where you entered from.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I entered from no. Where your entry was also I entered from. I said those consolidation there have been broken by the other candle, other bearish candle.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, so if it was not retracing back ahead, then is a buy. If it breaks and continue, then sell is confirmed.
I'm even thinking if this worked for me before, right? There's a possibility, right? Even if I'm to take another buy, I could even say if I'm to risk it, if this particular push it's making downwards now is
Exactly.
manipulation, right? I would say something.
That is what I'm saying. That's why I'm still bullish on this pair, unless that is broken completely.
So something like this. And yeah, this doesn't look bad. But let me check the risk to reward. I'll set previous order block as and target previous days. Hi, this is what you're talking about, yeah? This doesn't look bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
This doesn't look bad.
Unless it says otherwise.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Which is what I'm saying. Even if it's to say otherwise, I would have to wait also, right? For something like maybe here, right? For something like here. Before I would say I would want to buy any. Before I would say I would want to sell anything also. So it's a waiting game either ways. If I'm wrong on
Yes.
if we are wrong on the buy, we won't be wrong on the sell.
My trade just triggered me. GU.
GU came back down.
No, like it's up, it's going up.
Okay. Let me do this analysis first.
I wish I took this ADD card. It's sleeping in the ass. Okay, my first TP is my first trade that triggered me. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So I need $40 again to pass this trade, then I'm done. I need to touch better grass. Please just preach before night, please. Just preach before night. You still have 1 hour, 30 minutes to do your thing.
This our last GU trade was a really nice one. This last GU trade, right? It was quite nice. I wonder why I was just looking at you when you closed early. I was like, why are you closing early, guy?
So what happened was I fumbled. If I left my phone and went to touch grass, this would not have happened. I would have passed phase 2 by now, because if I enter this GU trade now or an AUD card, that's the two of them, I've passed phase 2 by now, run this 2 trades. If I just go outside and touch grass, that's why this is my GU trade now. I'm trying to distract myself so that I don't focus on the trade too much. I don't know why I still come on that Euro NZD, but as I said, I don't have to beat myself over it, but lesson learned.
Yeah, just learn the lesson. That's all.
Pairs I'm going to avoid for life: silver, I'm going to avoid that pair; gold, I'm avoiding that pair.
See, you know, see how me I did the trade, bro. I've traded. See, at some points, but I traded everything, right? Then at some point also, I traded only one thing, and that's why me and Euro USD have a very close bond. You get it? At some point, right, was only Euro USD I was trading. Now,
So why I don't get attached to one pair, because most times a pair can fuck you up, and most times a pair can stay for weeks without moving. You understand?
I'm heading somewhere. So at some point, but so doing all this in general, yeah, it helps you understand something. It's not about chasing all of them. There's money everywhere, quite alright. But it's mainly about specifying the particular areas, yeah, right, and diversifying. For example, now so there was something I was seeing somewhere one day. You were like, if you want to have a very beautiful diversified portfolio, yeah, it's not about following everything, right? It's about picking certain individual stocks from very liquid. For example, now this is what if you check my watch list, this is what you see. Let me explain it for you. You see just 4 pairs, right, in currencies, right? You see one in crypto, one in commodities, which is gold, 2 in indices. Very soon, I'm going to go into future. I used to do futures before, but there was a time I got a prop account that was only futures, yeah? I was almost about passing it, but I did not understand the rules of future prop firms. Then I think there was a fee they were supposed to be paying monthly. I think it was $30, and I did not know that there was a fee like that. You know, unlike normal prop firms that we do, you're not paying any monthly fees on all those stuff. So I didn't know about it, right? and
Yeah.
they took the account. It was a 50K account, futures account. I was almost about passing it. I think it was my funded futures or something like that. I can't remember the. Well, right, like I said, there was a fee. There was a fee that I didn't pay. They took the account. Rules are rules. But I might go back into futures. I don't know. It just depends on time. People say that the trading over there is really nice, really really nice, but of which I experienced for the time being. And it's also something that if you don't understand how to calculate the lots and how to calculate mini and micro lots and other stuff, you are going to
Yeah.
find yourself in like deep shit. I went to go and use was it macro lots when I was supposed to use mini lots for a 50K account,
Yeah.
and the first trade I took me almost 900 and something dollars. That, that very first trade. I was like, so I had to like start getting how to know how to calculate it and other stuff. But since they took the account, I just left futures and continued focusing on
Currency pair.
like not just currency pairs, like currency pairs, like I said, diversified. And I like how it is now because it helped me understand each pair individually. Like for example, in crypto, I know I'm only focusing on BTC, which is like the most stable coin of them all, right? On
Yeah.
on commodities, I know I mean minerals. I know focusing more on just gold. I don't need silver. Me silver, they do anything for them. It's not my it's none of my business. I'll just focus
Do
on
you want to
gold.
add US oil? I heard US oil, the price action is clean too.
Yeah, some people say crude is really good. That's crude, yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah, there's someone. What's this girl's name that trades only trade line? Like that's one of our favorite players. Well, yeah, I heard it's really nice also. We'll look into all those ones, but first of all, let's master these ones that are glaring to our eyes that we're trying to understand. And because of this, yeah, because of just focusing individually on just these ones, right? Started to get some kind of connection. Like there are just some certain things I'll see on some certain like on gold now, yeah. And I'm like, nah, I've seen this shit before. It's definitely going to supposed to do something from here. You grab.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you just start to get some kind of connection. Instead of following, if you're following plenty, yeah, well, you won't understand it. Like, you won't understand what's going on.
So the thing is, I follow okay, so I want to attach to a pair, but there's some pairs that I'm comfortable with. Like,
I'm attached. If you're not attached to a pair, how the fuck will you understand it? It's just like your freaking babe, Like you have to be a bit attached to be able to understand what's going on down there. Don't you think so?
not really, because this is just so far as your strategy works. You are sure of your confirmation.
If
You are sure
aside
of your
from
entry.
that, as I see, bro, know this. There's technical analysis, right?
Yeah.
But know that technical analysis is not everything. You know that aside from technicals, there are normal speculative. There's speculation analysis. There's arbitrage. There's fundamentals. I guess the fact that I understand what you mean by if you're what do you call it? Your analysis is correct. Quite alright, yes. But also know that there are certain things you'll hear online, right? Or certain things you'll see online, right? That will drive your speculative analysis to that particular pair. Do you understand?
Okay, please give me an example.
For example, now, let's say you just see a lot of nonsense that the United States, that Trump is doing right now in the United States. Do you know that my speculative, like what they call this thing, unknowingly, my speculations for the dollar was that it's going to crash, which is the XY. And I forgot that. Remember what I told you? I forgot that I even had something above here that was like telling me, "Oh, you get that there's a possibility that it will crash." But having a speculative and fundamental side of it, see all the whole thing is happening in the States right now. This Venezuela president, a lot of people are angry at POTUS. You get a lot of people are going crazy about the whole Trump, blah blah blah. So speculatively, things are happening. Don't you agree?
Yes.
So speculatively, things are happening. Don't just say fundamentals, okay? I mean, don't just say technicals. Yes, technicals they happen. So, like, I'm typically on the side of technicals 100%. But if you
But
think,
fundamentals work too.
yeah, but other things, bro, know that everything works, right? You just know how to use it. Do you understand? Because even
Yeah,
people that are
I get you
speculating,
now.
eh? You don't.
I think I get you now. I understand you now.
So now, see how dollar has been falling all day, right? And it's
Yeah.
correlated with our technicals, which was what we were thinking about on G. But okay, there was also news today, PMI, right?
Yeah, I didn't even check myself.
There was news, there was high for down news today. I think there was PMI today. Let me check. And there's a possibility, you see, all these things too are speculative. That's what I'm saying. You can't just be technicals only, bro. You understand? I get, I
Yeah, I
get,
get you now.
I get that you're technical. Quite alright. Technical is beautiful. Typically always 80%, 70% technical. Right? But but you have to understand that other things are happening also. Where's that news area?
Forex factory now.
No, but wait till they call on. Trading view used to top typically have their own. Okay, so it's show me. What's the name? I founded FX. See if I founded FX. Founded Trading Factory, right?
Forex factory.
Forex Factory. So yeah, I think there was PMI today. You might get a hit on GTP very soon, from what I'm saying.
But let's just hit my ticket. Let me just get out from this trade. I promise not to fuck up my trading plan again. I promise not to fuck up my trading plan again. You see the news?
Yeah, let me check it on my phone. Forex Factory.
Forex is sweet when you always, if your wins are more than your losses. I saw someone's dashboard on that group chat.
So yeah,
I
there
mean, I saw
was
someone's dashboard. His first trade he lost 500, but before the end of the month, he was up 4.5k already.
that's good.
Everything is just patience, and it's not to take too much trade. I think I got about 7 trades have been in a month.
So there was PMI and the PMI was negative. So that was another factor as to why it was flying. But yeah, like I said, so many things, man. So many things. If news is in your favor, you're in luck. If speculative is in your favor, if technicals are in your favor, then you're 100%, 70% in luck also. So just knowing how to put everything together to come conclusive to your bias. Simple, and just be patient. Both once you enter, once you're out, before you get in. And risk manage also. Manage your risks like crazy. You get that's like one of the most priceless information
So
you can ever
I
give
think
anybody.
that's what I would say I've I've come to be very good at managing my risk because my trades I never go more than $50. Even 40 safe. I always keep it 36, 38. Just so in case if perhaps the booker wants to be stupid. I can have more for liquidity to extend my losses a little bit. And so far, so good, that be helpful. So I'll just add that to my journal to be this what you are comfortable with doing. So even if I'm scaling up to like 100k account, 50k account, if I'm missing 200, I know that okay, I can't do more than 220, 200 is okay, 190, 180 is okay for me. And I should pay for at least 2.5 minimum. So
Exactly.
that's it.
Exactly.
I just can't wait to start using live accounts.
I know say when this GBP USD come down that time, you first fear.
Yeah, like what the fuck is it? Although I kind of expected, but I like since I'm already in profit, just be going. Forget what other people want to do. You can just be going.
You know
Focus
what?
on me, not
You know what might enter.
I like printing will be fine. You find another pair. Just be going.
I had already forgotten about it. So if my alert didn't hit.
Come on, this alert has been helpful though.
It has been. It really is.
So that to supply for this trading view is expensive.
Oh, that's the thing, man. This Euro USD, you see, say now think on the fly after it has hit our point of interest. If I had seen,
But make you use just the fly because so G can fly. So let me miss my sister and get her from this
no,
trade
me,
first.
I want to enter retracement. I'll find a retracement to enter here. What is this candle? Okay, I think this is 4 hours. Yeah, it's a bit. It looks like something that should want to trigger. But more this issue. You're still in GU.
I'm still in G. I don't hit my TP yet.
Your TP is 5342, right? Or 5300.
Let me check again.
5300. That 5300 is a psychological zone. It's a good area.
I've increased it to 35687.
6?
35687.
Why you they go 687? It's in the 5
So if I had not taken that gold trade, because that gold trade, I lost $10 on it.
I thought you hit at break even.
I couldn't decide to break even. Like the thing needs to go in profit before it's retraced.
Okay.
So I'll just if this G can pass the previous high, I'll say my break even there. That would be around 60 something. Then allow my trade hit my TP. If it only hit my TP, then at least I've secured 80. I'll be left with about $30 to hit to pass my
Are you seeing my
challenge.
Are you seeing my what do you call it? My screen.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
So yeah, aiming for 687. Where is it? Here.
35687. Yes, yeah.
Sorry, So okay, it's not bad. That means you're literally saying okay till it hits that liquidity zone above. I know it's going to retrace from
Yeah.
here, right? I understand it's going to, but I would prefer to leave my stop loss at what they call. Actually, I understand your own is wider. Your entry was wider. Was somewhere around where? Yeah, right. Somewhere around here.
I think that my entry was, let me check again, 34538,
Oh, 4, 5, 8.
345
Somewhere
48.
around
Yeah.
here. Okay. Somewhere around here. So yeah, your entry is a little bit wider, so I can understand why you are targeting up there. But mine is a bit smaller because I waited for the confirmation.
Yeah, I think the next thing I have to work on is getting a smaller entry.
You know that's my bread and butter. I don't like huge entries.
So I have to work on that too.
I like
The
to.
guy I learned from, the guy was comfortable with a wider stop loss, and I kind of understand him because, for example, now that NZUSD trade, if you have like a bigger stop loss, you can be able to overcome the broker's manipulation. If they try to act funny, you can still be on the same space, and then you are not 100% sure that if you get stopped out, your whole entire bias is wrong. But that being that, if I can try and get a smaller buy, I'll just try and get more A plus setup and make sure that whenever I enter, I'm okay with my stop loss, and even if I have a wide entry, a wide stop loss, it's all good on this side. Yeah, I think on this DXY, it's going to hit that liquidity.
Yeah.
So my take profit on G is still valid too.
Yeah. So that's why I put an alert here. So when it reaches here, you understand that either you're looking for ways to go out or at least try and scale your grab.
Or try and watch out before it does.
Yeah. There's a possibility that if you could also still sell from here too, this is a valid point for it to sell from. You get, but
Exactly. Yeah, I get you.
so something like this. So it could still come back up, do its thing, and still go. It's just we'll see which one will play out. It's either ways all the time. It's always a two-way two-way coin to flip.
Exactly. It's either a buy or a sell, nothing, no in between.
Exactly. As long as I feel my own TP is going to hit soon, much sooner than yours, but hopefully all the TPs are hit.
When the New York close?
New York around it's what time, you know? Around 8:10. 8 to 10, sure.
Okay, yes, still time now.
So they have New York here, and they have New York launch session, which is the New York afternoon session. Okay, just like they have the London afternoon session also. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I on my Q zone now, you see the red one is the afternoon session. This is the New York session. This is the London.
This one, I'm not talking the 1 hour time frame. This week is wicked
1 hour.
on GU, yeah.
So do you know the amount of people it took out here? It took out so many people.
That's why I always prefer to be on that with my stop loss. That's why I'm saying I prefer to have a huge stop loss.
The amount of people that it took out here was
At least that
tremendous.
week, give it more breathing room.
I even fucked up. I should have taken my entries around this area. It's 30 minutes here. After this, I saw this very nice candle. Right? I should have taken more entries. I just left it to go. I was like, I wasn't too sure.
Is it light?
Hmm?
They got the light. This is nice. Thank God. That's it here. But I think that's not for the people we are looking at now.
Yeah, it's doing that thing. I'm not sure there's any other. I haven't checked GBP JPY today. Let me check.
So let's check DJ.
What?
Let's check the pair.
So yeah, this is one of those pairs that I was skeptical about last week. It's been having a very bullish run for the longest of time. And as of last 2 weeks, this is what it's been doing. Can you see?
Yeah.
Been making dojis, which as we all know is a sign of indecision, right? Doji, hammer, and
So that's why I'm waiting for this candle range here. If it breaks that week and close above, I might take it back.
this one
If it
above here,
doesn't, yes.
So let's go to the daily first before.
So, and the same thing with all other JPY pairs.
So
AUD, GJ, USD, JPY.
on the daily, right, it has been ranging for how many days? For how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For 9 days, right? And that range is pretty strong for the fact that you're saying that it's not breaking above, it's not breaking below. There's a possibility it might take out all the whole liquidity above here, right? Because if you can see, no liquidity has been taken above here except from these two, right?
Yes.
Aside from just these two here. So if it takes all this, whole liquidity here, there's a possibility it might return back into this range and what seek for liquidity below. So that's why my guessing is here. You're saying?
And if you look at all the previous steps before, it will be the same thing.
On GBP? It has
yes.
We'll check GBP AED after this one, but we'll finish with this GBP USD. So now on the 4 hours, what are we seeing? Significant breaks of structures to the upside. Liquidity is below. There's this 4 hours order block here. I wouldn't want to take a buy inside that range. It doesn't make any sense. It's like chasing butterflies. Do you get? So me, I would typically be looking for something like this. Because it's also somewhat of a breaker block. Trigger. So it's still respecting previous price action. So if I'm to take any buys, it's from somewhere around here, this zones here, not from up there. Doesn't make any sense taking those kind of trades in ranging markets. So I'll wait for some sort of manipulation. This could be a good source of inducement. Wait for something like this. This looks nice. But let's go to the 2 hours first. We'll see whether it correlates on the 2 hours. So something like this won't be bad for me. Or I might look, instead of doing that, I might just look for confirmation entry from this fair value gap instead of taking an aggressive trade. But if I'm to take this one, it will be something like this. It doesn't look so bad. Is there anything you want to add?
Nothing, no. Nothing. I just want my pet to. I don't want you to eat it.
Oh, you're still looking at G. Come on, body for that thing. I say we already.
Yeah, I just waiting. I will.
So let's check GA.
Okay.
GA2 is somewhat in a range. This doesn't look like something I would want to be in, so I'll avoid it. I haven't looked at US 100 all day, guys. I never check US 100 all day.
Yeah?
I never check US 100 all. Guys, see this trade. Oh. I just remembered now. I swear. I didn't check.
Oh. I know we said it too.
Yeah, it skipped my mind. Man. It skipped my mind.
That you said it.
It happens. It happens. But let's check US 30 to see if we can see something there. It's 90. Ah, man. I would have tried to at least get on US 30. I knew it was going to buy, man.
I wanted more confirmation here.
No, I already had enough confirmation on this US 100. The only thing is, remember, I said if that day wasn't Friday, I would have entered. If you can remember. If you remember.
Yeah, even from 25, it was even solid too.
Yeah, because I would have entered the trade, but I was like, nah, it's Friday. I don't want to hold any trade over the weekend. I wouldn't have had any repercussions as to why, but I did not want to. So since it was Friday, I just said, you know what, I will leave the trade. Then we'll wait for, we said 9:30 open, right, today, but I totally forgot about US 100 all day. It didn't even come to my mind anymore that I was supposed to.
What was I looked at this.
Okay, you were looking at it today.
I woke up by 7, so I like all my pets throughout during the weekend. So I like to do something.
Completely missed this trade.
I don't know how I missed it, but it's all good.
It's a very beautiful trade, though. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The only thing that pained me was this week I did not do like a no loss. What I'll start doing is from this week, in fact, going on into the year, That's what I'll be doing. Every Monday, we are dropping a new video of, the weekly bias, what our weekly bias will be throughout our week, following each pairs and what we want to be trading, working towards it. There are possibilities that our bias could change into the week. Like I said, this market is very crazy. But then,
Yes.
we move regardless. You get, like for example, see gold. We had very good
Like,
analysis on it, but we got break even regardless.
imagine you took this. Imagine you took GPP USD, NAS 100, and that AUD card.
Should have been mad, man. I didn't even check the AUD. Let me check the AUD card. I didn't check it today. Wow.
I had a sexy entry. I don't know why I didn't take it. I had a sexy entry.
Where are you planning to enter from here? Somewhere around here, yeah? What's your overall?
That's where I entered from.
What's your overall bias for AUD card?
I don't know until you hit TP and then let me sort it just from there.
No, AUD card. What's your overall bias on it?
I'm still bullish on it.
Okay, yeah, still looks bullish. And it's respecting some really vital zones. Yeah, it's quite nice. Looks nice. But anyways, let's check this thing and see.
I just wish I had some couple.
You wish what?
I just wish I had some couple bucks. I wish I had some couple bucks like people. I can risk like 10k grand on a single trade.
We're getting there.
Or 20 in a single trade.
We're getting there.
If I can bag 1 to 2, it's silly. Imagine making 20k dollars throughout the whole year. You are relaxed.
That's the goal now.
Your bills are paid, your rent is paid.
That's the freaking goal. We get there. I haven't looked at BTC all week. I don't even want to. Like, the pair is moving mad. After what it did to me last week, I have completely avoided. I have completely avoided it.
Imagine from that time we took the pair, we didn't close to now.
Say what?
When we took that BTC pair, that will shoot up.
Okay, this trade. This one, yeah.
Yes, imagine holding it till now.
That's what I'm saying. I knew it was heading to buy. You get all the analysis were saying buy. But the fact that it was doing all this nonsense, it happened for a lot of days. It happened this day. It happened this day. It happened this day. So, taking any buys on it was just like looking for trouble. I don't like looking for troubles.
What I want to do this year is this. Probably bring out like $100 or $20, able to hit it all. Just find a weekly analysis, get my entry, set my profit. Probably just set alarm for. Then the pay, I'll move it for my watch list. I'll log out for my MT5, or I'll turn off my MT5 notification and let it run.
Yeah.
1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 month. Let me see what we're going to do.
That's proper swing. But anyways,
You set and forget.
BTC is acting until I see significant breaks of probably these structures here, of which if it reaches here, I am going to sell. There's no way I'm not selling when it gets here. So, but for now, I will not buy or do anything involving buying for until it reaches here. That's all. Anyways, right now, I think I'm done videoing for today. Let me get off the screen and touch grass.